As long as he doesn't let the moment get too big for him, his team's going to have a shot to move on to next week.
Back to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Well, there's fast starts, Mike, and then there's this. It just seems like it's completion after completion, and now they find themselves in plus territory. Every team has their fringe red zone down to their red zone plan, and once you cross midfield, you got to be thinking 6, at the worst 3, but you're coming away with points.
This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down. The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. Looking for room out on the edge. You're not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
That one is good. And the Oilers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
When they turned his name in on that card on draft night, Mike, I think they knew he had a chance to be something special, but I don't think anybody imagined that it would happen this quickly. I mean, to have your team hosting a playoff game in your very first season, that's not an easy thing to do for any quarterback, let alone a rookie. But for them to go from being a nice story to a true contender, he's going to have to elevate his game even more, because on this stage, the lights are brighter, the stakes are magnified. One bad decision could be the difference between moving on and going home. Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry-in.
A dive and a catch. Incredible. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He'll drop to throw. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every staff in the league that understands that we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted. The ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
They'll look to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. You have a tight end motioning left here. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
So Jim Harbaugh will make the move for the field goal unit. This one from 39 yards out. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Condors will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Carter on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Oilers offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Putting the tight end in motion. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Oilers.
On the give, this is Taylor. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. The throw on the run is complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. On the handoff, it's Taylor. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here. And that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll toss this right side to Taylor. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is 3rd down.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down. Here comes 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
looks middle, and he's got his man complete. It's a gain of 10 as they get the conversion on 4th down. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And a good job to make sure he didn't get loose. Brought down around the 7. 2nd and goal. Back to the air one more time. Now he'll run. Hard running, close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Last drive yielded 3. They'd like more. See what happens on 3rd and goal. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll try and run. Here's Taylor. And waiting, no signal. He did not get in. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Oilers will take a 6-3 lead.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
The Condors offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the 2 sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Up the middle they go. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And this is going to work out. He's got it. The 1st down at the 38-yard line.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
They'll stay on the ground. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Oh, yeah. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Oh, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll run on second down. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll throw out of the gun. Oh, he coughs up the football. It is picked up by the defense.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
On 3rd down, the defense decides to dial up a blitz. Give credit to the offensive line and the running backs. They were ready for it. They picked it up. That's what allowed the quarterback to escape the pocket, see open space, and convert and pick up the 1st down.
And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. Now this offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. And they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime. Here's 2nd and 2. Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So, 4th down, and out comes the field goal unit. This a 57-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. So we are at halftime here in the AFC Wildcard matchup as we send you back east to sunny Florida. Standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report, it's the coach, Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. This, the last of our 3 games on this Wild Card Sunday. Again, one more to follow tomorrow night as we wrap up an exhilarating 3 days of Super Wild Card Weekend.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here Mike is going to play a big role in who wins this one. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Condors offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Oh, that swung out wide and intercepted. What a time for a pick 6 for the defense. As the other team is trying to get themselves right back in this one, the defense extends the margin with the pick 6.
Yeah, just a critical moment. You find yourself on defense, Mike, trying to hang on to this lead. And not only do you do that, you pick 6 them, and you're able to extend that lead.
And now you get the pick 6, and right on the heels of that, the offense comes out to go for 2. This is going to be caught. So it's an 8-point swing. Not just the pick 6, but add on a 2-point conversion. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Condors offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has had all sorts of trouble in this one. Your quarterback has to take care of the ball, and he has not. Turning it over in the air, turning it over as a fumbler. You just cannot win football games in this league when the quarterback's giving the defense the ball. And that's what he's done in this one. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Tight end, the motion man to the right. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. Kicking time for the Condors. The punt team is out there. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Oilers offense. And their running back set to go once more. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Back to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Medical staff going to take a look, see if he can continue here in this wild card round. They'll run on first down with Taylor. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. 3rd and a yard. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to
Neutral
jump?
zone infraction, defense. Automatic first down.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw, and that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. They'll run out of the gun. It's Taylor. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. Taylor going to try to pull his way in.
The running back will get the ball carrier.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
They'll run here with Taylor. A dive, and he's in. Touchdown, Oilers. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the 1st half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Condors offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. That's into traffic, but taken in. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
3rd and 4.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Condors getting their punt team out there. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. On the return, it's Carter. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's 1st and 10. Now this looks like a design run. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
First down, Oilers.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
That's complete to his running back, Taylor. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, they'll run. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. That one hauled in. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. The rookie from Penn State on target with that one. It leads to a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot, and I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to...
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. They've got to find a way on first and second down to stay ahead of the chains so third down is not so daunting.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down. Now they'll set up to throw. That is hard down the field. He's got it. They pick up 27 and convert on 4th down.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw. That is caught. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
1st down and goal to go.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. There is a marker down, but I think this score is going to hold up.
Offside. Defense. That penalty is declined.
Now, for the point after. It's up and good. And the Condors are able to edge a bit closer. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Oilers offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll throw out of the gun. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Extra point attempt still to come. He's got it. And the Oilers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They bring their tight end right. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. Gains nothing. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. He's got his man right side. It's complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
Back to the air one more time. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 23 yards. The tight end going in motion to the left. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Condor. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
No problem there on the extra point. And the Condors are able to cut into the deficit. So down 2 scores. They're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's Taylor. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up 1st downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10. So on fourth down, they'll call out the field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Oilers will extend their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. From out of the gun, he'll throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Taylor. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Still 2nd down.
Give up the middle to Taylor. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. So it's a win for our visitors as they are moving on. They got into the playoffs as a wild card. They get the win away from home in the opening round. Now they'll regroup and get ready for the divisional round next weekend. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night.